Tonight you will dream about exploring a large enchanted forest. This forest is very large and intricate and is a perfect personification of your beautiful yet complex mind. This forest is one which you can visit anytime you wish. It is a place you can retreat to when you feel the need to walk among its ancient trees, enchanting rows of woodland fern, and sparkling mountains of wildflowers which line the path like crusted jewels. Just being there completely heals your body and soul, and when you awake, you will feel fully refreshed and renewed, full of confidence and motivation to take on the coming day. As you listen to this dream incubation, try to imagine the scenes in as full detail as possible, with as many colors and shapes as possible. And really try to feel yourself inside this dream, as if you were having it, right here, right now. Take a deep breath all the way in. Hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let it all out. Breathe all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, take a deep breath all the way in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let it all out. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe normally, letting the breath find its own rhythm. As the dream begins, you see that you live in a small cozy cottage. The morning dawn has just broken over the distant mountain peaks, and your wooden cottage is bathed in a soft pink glow. A crackle in the stone fireplace behind you is the last evidence of the roaring fire you had set the night before. The smell of coffee excites your nose, and you pour yourself a cup from the nearby pot. You decide to step outside and take in the morning. Soft, pastel colors dance across the span of your property. The sky is painted in streaks of pink, orange, and violet, like a beautiful oil painting. The distant mountains gleam as they watch over your homestead. To the right, as you step out of the cottage, is the beginning of a deep, wooden thicket, which leads even deeper into a very large, very old, enchanted forest. You leave your cabin and walk to the edge of the thicket, steaming cup of coffee in hand. Here, you find an arched opening, a tunnel, into the dense, impenetrable thicket. This tunnel was formed by long spindly trees, which have grown into each other, and lined with the creeping honeysuckle vine, which is in full bloom of sweetly fragrant white trumpets. The vine covers most of the view into the thicket, except through this short, vine-covered tunnel, which quietly invites you to enter. Before entering this tunnel, you turn around one last time and say goodbye to the open air. see your cabin not very far from where you are standing. And beyond that, stretches many acres of green, rolling farmland. A wide creek runs through the far end of your property. And even from here, you can see a small bridge on the distant hillside, which leads to a garden bench on the highest hill, surrounded by golden marigold flowers and white daisies. Another line of trees stretch across the far edge of your property, and in fact, your homestead lies inside a large meadow, which is surrounded by this very large, very ancient forest, which you plan to explore in your dreams tonight. You turn around and face the forest. It is one you have explored for many years, but have yet to find every secret. The sheer size of it can be overwhelming, yet another side of you longs for adventure. To get lost in the unlimited amounts of adventure that awaits you tonight in your dreams. One thought arises. What am I to do with my cup of coffee? But as you look down, you realize that the coffee cup is no longer there, and is probably put safely away inside your cozy cottage. Ready to move on, you once again face the forest. As you enter the woodland thicket, from the honeysuckle-covered tunnel, you decide if you would like to set an intention, whether to influence the direction of the particular adventure you'll dream about tonight, or if you would rather be surprised and let the story sweep you off your feet. About 10 feet through the tunnel, the thicket lays out before you a band of thin spindly trees that twist and turn, seeking the sunlight through the canopy of the very tall, ancient trees beyond. Walk along the path which you have taken many times before, through the short band of woodland thicket and into the forest. As you enter the forest, the trees begin to spread out, but are still very close together. Very tall pine trees line your path on both sides, letting in just enough light directly above to see where you are going. As you look into the forest to your left, you can spot various wildflowers and mushrooms dotting the needle-covered ground between the pine trees. The earthy smell of moss and decaying leaves reach your nose, and you breathe in the natural smell of the forest. Straight ahead, the path stretches out as far as the eye can see, carving out a long, narrow passage, beckoning you to explore deeper within. The dream that follows will be one that is full of adventure, mystery, and enchantment. You will now imagine yourself walking down this narrow pathway, through this looming canopy of the ancient forest. Along the way, the path branches off, each new path leading to a different, secret part of the forest. This is where your dream will take over and send you off on a grand adventure. What awaits you is completely up to your imagination. dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest. Tonight, you will dream about exploring an enchanted forest.